Hello friends, this is Yvette of Yvette Creates, and I am a part of the Not Too Shabby Shop design team. Today I'm going to make a few cards using some goodies from the April 2025 box of the month. So I'm going to be using the Let's Cook paper pad as well as the coordinating ephemera and the recipes from the Heart stamp set. Now I made a sample card beforehand just to be sure it came out the way I had it in my head. So I had this recipe template that I grabbed from Canva, and I just sized it to fit the card, at least how I wanted it to fit the card. So I printed those and got those ready, and then I have gone ahead and cut out all of my papers. So my pattern paper, my cardstock, and my little recipe card template. Now, I am going to go ahead and stamp some of those sentiments onto that recipe card. So the first one I used was Recipe for a Friendship, and I think the next one I use is Recipe for a Happy Home. Yes, that's the one I used. So I'm going ahead and placing the stamp on this recipe card template, and that way I can stamp that there. So I'm kind of just rubbing that stamp to get the manufacturing oils off of it, since it is a new stamp. And I'm stamping it with some Obsidian black ink from Gina K. So because it is a new stamp, I am going to have to stamp it a couple of times to get these beautiful sentiments stamped on there neatly. And I just love these sentiments, you guys. They're so cute. Like this one is a recipe for a happy home. 4 cups of love, 1 cup of loyalty, 3 tablespoons of patience, big scoop of laughter, pinch of hope, 1 barrel of forgiveness. Mix well and enjoy. For the next one, I am using a recipe for a special sister. And I'm going to do the same. Go ahead and stamp this on that recipe card template that I have. And it looks like I got a little bit too much ink there, so I'm wiping that off and re-inking it. I'm trying to be careful. I try not to press too firmly on sentiment stamps that are this detailed, because then it kind of just squishes the stamp, and I don't want that. So I've got this pretty well stamped on there. I think I'm liking it, except for one little portion here. And I think that's just more of me not putting equal or even pressure. Once I have that one stamped, then I'll do my third one. And this one I am going to use, it was a recipe for a happy marriage. And you know, I got the idea to use a recipe card basically just because of the sentiments, that it's a recipe. And so I thought this would be cute to put on the front of the card and just have that there to give to someone. So for example, the previous one that I stamped was a recipe for a special sister, and my sister is an amazing cook, so it would be perfect to send her a card with a little recipe for our relationship. All right, now that I have all of my sentiments stamped, I can kind of start to put the cards together. So I'm going to go ahead and start layering those recipe cards on the matte layer I cut out for them. And so for this one, I use kind of an orange cardstock, and these are all cardstocks I just had in my stash. Then I'll do that for the next 2 cards as well. And I'm just using my liquid glue just for some quickness, get this done quickly. And also to avoid shaking my desk too much, because sometimes the way I have my camera set up, it kind of gets wiggly when I do too much movement on my desk. But I am working on fixing that. All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and bring in some foam tape, and I'm going to add foam tape behind the recipe card and matte layer, just to give this a little bit of dimension. So this is just some black foam tape I had in my stash. I couldn't tell you where I got it from, but I'm trying to use up all my older rolls of foam tape and foam dots so that I can justify buying new rolls. Alrighty, so let's get these attached. And I think adding a little bit of dimension always adds a special something to a card. And here's our third one, getting that ready. And look at that pattern paper, friends. Just look at that pattern paper. It is gorgeous. I just love the Not Too Shabby pattern paper. Not just the design of them, but the quality of the paper is second to none. All right, now here I'm going to go ahead and take off all that backing from the foam tape, and then I'll go ahead and attach that to the pattern paper. And then once I get that all taken care of, I'll move on and do the other two. Okay, and this is pretty quick. This foam tape's pretty easy to get the backing layer off. And here's our third one. Again, look at that pattern paper. Isn't that gorgeous? So now what I'm going to do next is bring in my card bases. Now I have a lot of these gray card bases in my stash. So I thought, you know what, let me use some gray card bases for a change instead of the white ones or black ones I usually use. And I really do like the way they looked with these pattern papers and the recipe cards. So again, using my liquid glue, putting that on the card base. And then off camera, I did go ahead and add a white matte layer to the inside of the cards, because anytime I use a colored card base, I add a white matte to the inside so that you can easily write a message. So now here comes the fun part again, guys. Let's add some of the ephemera. Now, at first I thought, ooh, let me add a row of like these little foods on the bottom of the recipe card where the directions are. But, you know, it's hard to choose. They're just all so cute. So here I am kind of going through and picking some of the larger pieces of ephemera. And I think those look good together, but I'm going to change that, I think, in the end. Definitely, I think I'm changing that one in the end. So it's kind of a hard choice for me to make. The ephemera is all so pretty, and it just all coordinates so well with the pattern paper. So there's that one, and I like the way that one looks. And then here is where I decide, you know what, I'm not going to put those little vegetables on the bottom row. Kind of looking through the larger images again and finding what I want. And like, I like these images of these young women. They're all so cute. I love when they're included in the ephemera packs. And this is kind of where I'm giving it one more look-see to make sure I'm liking the ephemera I chose and the layout. Now, because I popped up the panel, I'm not going to pop up these ephemera. I'm just going to lay them flat on the card. But here, this is where I changed my mind on that mixing bowl. I wanted to add a touch of pink, so I chose this mixer that's pink instead. And it's okay if we cover part of that recipe card. Sometimes I have a hard time because I think, oh, I don't want to cover that section that, you know, for here, for example, here where it said directions. But I think it's okay if you cover that up. You're layering and making some beautiful art with these handmade cards. And then I'll add that extra strip of pattern paper to the inside, as well as another piece of ephemera. So there's the first one done. Let's finish up cards 2 and 3. And here I'm attaching the 2 pieces of ephemera so that when I attach them to my card, it's almost like I'm putting just one larger piece of ephemera down. And that way I know where I want it placed. And again, adding that strip of pattern paper and another smaller piece of ephemera to the inside of the card. Okay, here I go. And I'm again attaching my pieces of ephemera together, kind of to get my placement correct, and then adding those. Now here on the card, you can easily write something there. For example, where it says serves, for example, for this one, that's the recipe for a special sister. I could put serves 2 and then prep time, you know, we're a year and a half apart, so I could put a year and a half, and then cook time, and I could put a lifetime because we've had a lifetime together. You know, you could add that, or you could just leave it blank. Just some ideas to go there. And then another thing I was thinking about as I was placing this last piece of pattern paper and ephemera on the inside was, should I add another piece of ephemera to the top left corner of these cards? So I'm going to kind of pull out some more of those ephemera pieces and kind of look and see how I like something up in the top corner. So grabbing just a few here. And yeah, I think I do like the addition of that one piece of smaller ephemera on the top left corner. So I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's what I do. I attach those on there. So let's add those. And I think that's the last, is that the last detail I add before I finish these cards? Yep, that's it. So there's my 4 cards complete using the goodies from the April 2025 box of the month. I hope I was able to provide you with some inspiration today. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. Until next time, bye.